If you've been paying attention, you've probably been hearing about Jesse Williams.
This is a world.
This is a world premiere.
This is a world.
Jesse Williams' acceptance speech when he received the BET Humanitarian Award is kind of rocking the national media right now. It's all over social media. The LA Times wrote about it, but I will include a link in the description box. Jesse Williams is the kind of guy that the media loves to look at. He's effectively white passing in the same way that our current president is white passing. Like our president, Jesse Williams has a white passing mother. These optics are important in the United States, especially when it comes to the mainstream media. It's not surprising in the US that Africans uplift spokespersons who have mainstream appeal. None of this is the fault of Jesse Williams, but it may explain why the mainstream media is so quick to plaster his face everywhere. The LA Times Online was cool enough to present an annotated version of the speech so that people who don't have the historical context to understand what Jesse is talking about can follow along and check facts. I think what's most important about Jesse Williams and his speech at the BET Awards is that he takes the fringe Black Lives Matter movement and brings it back center stage so it can finally get a fair hearing. Why does Jesse Williams' BET acceptance speech resonate so deeply if racism doesn't exist? And if racism does exist, then why do Africans get so much resistance when they try to talk about it? Why are leaders in the vegan movement so resistant to talking about racism, other than to say that, what happens to animals is worse? Why does the resistance that Africans get when they talk about racism look and feel so much like the resistance vegans get from people who like to eat meat? Like being told we're trying to shove our ideas down people's throats. Perhaps the fact that Jesse Williams' message rings through loud and clear and has an appeal to such a broad audience shows that other social movements have something to learn from Africans' resistance. A movement that's been consistent and ongoing for about 300 years. Perhaps instead of simply co-opting an African movement's moniker by slapping the word all over the word black, advocates from other social movements might stand up and say, yes, we agree. Let's spend more time talking about the power structure maintaining these violent systems that keep Africans, women, gender non-conforming, other species, and nature itself under constant threat. Systems that are currently destroying the earth. Maybe it's about the advocates from various social movements standing together and saying, you know what? We don't think you're doing a good job. We've had enough. It's time for you to sit down and let us figure it out. What are your suggestions for how social movements might work in tandem instead of in competition? That's it for this video. Like it if you like it. Share, comment, subscribe. This is Reg signing off. Love yourself. Peace.